These are the pictures of the lost gill net on the fish that we caught from the previous video. There's a bit of an add-on to the previous video that I put up. I think the thing people should bear in mind is that years ago boats used to go out 6, 10, 12 miles, you know, and they could catch enough fish. You know, now we're having to go out 30, 40, 50 miles sometimes in a day. You know, that's sort of 3.5 hours steaming each way, sort of 6-7 hours steam a day, you know, to catch enough quantity of fish with a rod line to make it viable. You know, without doubt, I think people who like fish, you know, we catch shoaling fish like pollock and bass, and with a rod and line, I think the quality of the fish itself, you know, when people taste it, is fantastic. You know, it's delicate. Quite often there's not a lot of blood in the flesh. You know, and it's been caught with a passion. You know, that's what should come through, really. There's always a story behind it. You know, it's not mass greed, it's not kill everything in sight. You know, that's not what we're all about. You know, just so people understand, you know, the cost of a fish license now is ridiculous. And for somebody to try and get into the fishing industry, you know, it's very difficult because there's only a very, very limited amount of licenses. And because of that, you know, the value's quite high. You know, you could liken it to the blue plates on the taxis. You know, there was only so many. Then they stopped issuing them, so obviously there's a value that gets accrued on them. So, you know, they won't issue anymore. So, you know, you have got a limited amount, and that's a shame, really. But okay, that's the way it is. But you know, the thing is, while these licenses, you know, are on boats that fish with a rod and line. You know, we're not towing anything behind, we're not towing any heavy gear on the bottom. You know, we've got probably an 8-ounce lead and a lure. You know, that's how we fish. You know, sometimes 2 lures, all depends. You know, but we're certainly not towing and dragging and smashing the seabed or anything like that. You know, which these licenses could easily be on, you know, trawlers, you know, vessels like that. You know, so really, you know, these licenses, while they're attached to these angling boats, are quite environmentally friendly because we're doing no damage whatsoever to the seabed, and we leave very, very, very little behind. So, you know, when I see, there's actually an article on Google going back to a few years ago when there was a netter come down from Grimsby. And there was this, they put a CFAS observer on board. I think the boat was called Jubilee or something like that, Ocean or Jubilee Pride or something like that. It's on Google anyways, you can find it somewhere. And I've read it, and the amount of gear that they shot, it was over a period of about 4 weeks, I think. And the amount of gear that they shot, and each site, each wreck was just numbered, and the observer put down what fish was caught, what damage there was to gear, any lost gear, and I worked it out, and I think there was damage and lost gear over that month, which was, I think, over 1/2 mile in net if you added it all up to what the CFAS observer saw and recorded. You know, who is an official really of the government. You know, and that was one vessel, and that was years ago. That was back, I think, in the early 2000s. You know, if you look for, you know, enough on there, you'll probably find a report. You know, so it doesn't take a rocket scientist to work out in all these years since the 80s how much lost gear is down there. Nobody can see it, so nobody really cares. You ask any angling boat, they'll tell you what's down there, because quite often we hook into it all the time, and obviously we probably lose our gear because of it, because it's snagged on the wreck. You know, it's nylon rope, it's nylon monofilament netting. You know, some of it stands 12 foot high. You know, so even if it's not completely snagged on the wreck and some's loose, it'll probably still ghost fish to a certain extent. You know, entrapping fish. Those fish then die, sink to the bottom, crabs get caught in it, and the cycle just carries on. Or until it rolls up, still attached to the wreck, so how can it break free from the wreck? You know, but if you was walking down the high street and dropped a fag butt, you know, spat a bit of chewing gum out, anything like that really, minor litter if you like, you get fined hundreds. You could do, write you a ticket. You know, that doesn't happen here. Nobody sees it. If you read the diving forums, and a lot of these divers who dive the wrecks, quite often they'll say, or if you read certain wrecks that they've dived on, and there's quite a few, have got lost netting. You know, it's a severe problem. You know, there's only a few, there's not that many boats that do it, wreck netting, but it's enough. You know, there's quite a few rod and liners who just want to try and earn a living with a rod and line only, all year round. You know, they don't diversify. You can earn a living with a rod and line, and we have done. You know, there's a few from Torquay, Brixham, Dartmouth, Teignmouth, Exmouth, Weymouth, Big Fleet up there. Loads of boats earn a living with a rod and line. You know, there's lots and lots of people, lots and lots of different families are supported by that method. With these licences, like I've said, that are attached to the vessels, not on the trawlers, looking after the seabed because we're not towing it. No, people should be rewarded for that method. You know, nobody's on board with us, you know, carrying it forward. Yeah, we could work with people, but nobody wants to engage, you know, and I find that ridiculous. You know, if you've got enough money, well, that tends to outshout a lot of people. But, you know, a lot of working class people, a lot of families have a lot of money invested in these boats and these licences. You know, in a lot of cases, it's over £100,000. You know, that's a lot of money. You know, that's like a flat or a, you know, some house somewhere. You know, we're trying to earn a living. You know, with the upkeep of the engines, parts, fuel, all that comes out before we get a split, and then some money has to go in the tin. So, you know, it needs somebody to sort of look into this, you know, and actually grow some bollocks and do something about this wreck netting before it is too late. In years to come, people will be looking back through their photo albums on YouTube going, oh yeah, that's a pollock, we used to catch them once. Now you might be lucky to see one in an aquarium. You know, because some people's mentality is, if there was one pollock left on a wreck, they'd be queuing up to catch it. You know, and that really has to change. You know, and it can change. But we just need somebody to look into this, to support us, to work with us. You know, let's wait and see what happens. Can you agree with these methods? Look at the state of the fish. Sad. Something has to change.